What's going on, everyone? One Piece 1064 recently revealed a massive revelation regarding the truth, the nothing but the truth about Bartholomew Kuma's origins. And I gotta tell you guys that we need to discuss this, and it is quite interesting because it is definitely gonna be a major part in the upcoming saga. So let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. I'm really excited to find out what kind of special race this is. Eventually, in the next few chapters, it is break week, so we do have like a longer wait before we do find out what kind of special race that is. But for the meantime, let's go discuss the possibilities and the theories on what that could be or what kind of race that might be and what we know about Kuma so far. Guys, as previously mentioned in the last chapter, which Bonney recently revealed that Kuma is apparently part of a special race. Now, special race. So Oda doesn't just drop like race like the word special unless it is actually like something that is made like a major part of the story. That's it gonna be a relationship. It's gonna be in relation to a major part of the story. So I think it is very interesting. Like I said, we do have a lot of time to discuss. So sit down, get your coffee, grab a drink, and let's get into it, guys. Oh, guys, before we get into it, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Much appreciated if you do. It'll be I love you forever. It'll help me. It'll help the channel. It'll help me grow as well. And so I can keep making videos like this. Thank you. My goal is to get to 100 subs. So slowly getting there. So one at a time. But yes, thank you, guys. So let's start off what we know about Kuma so far. So as everyone knows already that Kuma used to be the tyrannical king of Sorbet Kingdom, as Jinbei explained it during this the last chapter as well, and eventually during this time he became a father to Jewelry Bonney, who does seem like they have a really close relationship, as like a father and daughter relationship would be. And now I personally think that Bonnie is not necessarily an actual child of Kuma, but an adopted child, because I just don't see any similarities at all, any similarity in terms of like features at all, and in terms of, given that now we know that Kuma is part of special race, and Bonnie doesn't seem like she is part of a special race. So I think she is definitely an adopted one, not a biological one. So I think, and the way that Bonnie also reacted to Jinbei's when Jinbei was explaining Kuma's tyrannical crimes back in the days, it does seem like what Bonnie knew about Kuma when he was a king was not of a tyrant at all. Maybe there's something fishy going here, if you know what I mean. Maybe he is not a tyrant after all. Maybe this was just a plot of the world government. Who knows? But from what Bonnie is explaining, he did not do any tyrant things at all, and he was a very good father to her. So that's very something to keep in mind. Something very interesting, that the way she reacted there. Now, we know as well that Kuma eventually joined the revolutionary army. Whether this was during his time as a king that he joined the revolutionary army, or this was after he was taken down as a king of the Sorbet Kingdom, I think we will definitely find that out very soon, in terms of like when did he actually join the revolutionary army. And from what we know so far as well, he was present with Dragon at the and he was present at Dragon at the Great Terminal, at when the flashback of Sabo as well. So that's something interesting as well. So whether that's like that's before or when that timeline is, something we will probably find out. Very excited that, guys, as well. So if we were to go with the former, that Kuma being part of the Revolutionary Army while he was already a king of Sorbet, could it be possible that the world government found out that he was part of the Revolutionary Army and used this information to blackmail him and create a rumor as well about him being a tyrant? Or maybe, yes, like I said, blackmail him into stepping down as a as a king. Um, so basically forced him to step down as king, and eventually made him turn into a pirate and be a warlord for the world government, and eventually get tested, become a specimen for Dr. Vegapunk. Maybe as well as part of the deal that world government does not attack Sorbet Kingdom, and also to protect Bonnie from the world government. So, what do you guys think about that? Does this have any merit at all? Does this make any sense at all to you guys? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts about that. Also, guys, if you've reached about this part of the video, guys, if and you're enjoying yourself, make sure you check the other videos as well. Much appreciated. And again, subscribe if you haven't already. Red button will definitely help me a lot. Okay, guys. So going back to Bonnie's revelation that Kuma is part of a special race. My first thought when I read the chapter was that Kuma was part of the Lunarian race. And I know, it doesn't make sense because this is probably just most likely a recency bias because obviously Lunarian race was the most recent race that was introduced, or like a special race that was introduced back in Wano, and the introduction of Seraphims the last couple of chapters back as well, which is, you know, pacifista based on the warlords with Lunarian DNA. I had this idea though that um, so basically, yeah, I had this idea once I read Bonnie that said that Kuma, when Bonnie revealed that he was part of the special race, this idea that him being a Lunarian, Dr. Vegapunk used his DNA when he was experimenting him on him to use his Lunarian DNA to obviously create the Seraphims as well. Um, but now that I think more about it, this doesn't make sense at all because we know that King, before joining Kaido's crew, was experimented by the world government as well. So given that he is the only surviving Lunarian that we know of, I think this makes much more sense that the DNA, the Lunarian DNA that Vegapunk has came from King, not from Kuma. Therefore, we can cut that off. We can just remove the theory that Kuma is part of the Lunarian race. And also, guys, given that Lunarian race, as we all know, the traits, the features of them include silver hair, silver white hair. They have black feathered wings as well, and like the affinity for fire, the ability to emit fire, or attributes to emit fire. So, like as we all know, Kuma doesn't have any of this as well. So we can, I guess, easily disregard this or debunk this theory. Uh, Now, moving on, if we know that Kuma isn't Lunarian, then he most likely is another race that Oda hasn't revealed yet. Now, going back to Wano Arc, chapter 951. When Big Mom was speaking to King, she mentioned that there are still three races that she doesn't have at Total Land, and one of them was King, and another was Giants, so would Kuma's race the third race that is still missing and has yet to be revealed? Because we know that um, Big Mom's goal is to create a land where there's all the races are living together. So yeah, so maybe that third race that Big Mom was still missing still in the total land in her country is part of the Kuma's race that will be revealed eventually soon. Given from what we know, are we about to get another race soon, or this is just something that we missed? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? That Kuma is part of another special race that we have hasn't been revealed yet, and that he was the one that the one that's like got lost in the mist, as Big Mom would say it. Okay, that's another one. So, there's another theory out there that I read on Twitter. Now, I don't know who the original person who brought this up, but if you see this, shout out to you, because I think this is very interesting as well. I think I kind of like I did enjoy the points here. So, the theory is that Kuma is part of the same race as Blackbeard. Now, we know that Blackbeard is not a normal individual or not a normal being because he doesn't sleep at all. So I don't think he's just a normal human. Um, and the fact that he has the ability to wield two devil fruits, and he's the only person that we know of that can wield devil fruits, and you know he's able to control it, and he doesn't die at all. says a lot about Blackbeard as well. So it could be possible that Blackbeard is part of this special race that Kuma is, based from what the theory that was brought up. So if that is the case, then that would actually be insane. If they are from the same race, given that Kuma and Blackbeard is currently relevant to the current arc, with Law and Blackbeard currently going head to head together, and obviously we are currently with Bonney, who is Kuma's father. So I think this is it. Kind of just makes sense if Oda reveals this special race, and we find out that this is also the race of Blackbeard. So I think there's kind of merit here. There's the real good points here, or reveal how special they are, because we know uh, how tough Kuma is as well. So guys, what do you guys think about that theories overall? Does any of this make sense to you guys? Anything that you like, anything that you guys dislike, or any theories that you may have? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear it, guys. For now, guys, I will end it here. Please don't forget, guys, hit the like and subscribe. Comment in the comment section down below. Much appreciated. That is it for me, your boy, KennyV. Peace out. Peace.